start with screaming. That's excellent.
She said to wing it, and then she started screaming. So
Yeah.
I figured that's a good welcome. Welcome to our podcast. We're winging it today.
I can wing it. She's not very good at winging it.
I'm not. So it might be extra crazy.
Yeah, we're faking sanity, as always, but we're not at faking sanity, as you'll can maybe see. We're at in my mom's living room, because we thought we'd get a change
of scenery.
Sure.
Different light. Also, we have a wall of yarn boxes that we thought we'd show off at the end. So.
Yeah. We're storing all of the new stuff for our yarn expansion in my mom's living room.
Not all of it. There's a bunch at the store. Just the extra is here.
The shelves and stuff are at the store. Most of the yarn is here, which is wonderful. And we finally have a date.
Yes.
We're doing it over Easter weekend. So April the 5th, we will reopen.
So soon. It's like 2 weeks. 2 weeks. So we're super excited.
So much yarn.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm Cindy.
I'm H. And you can find us on Ravelry in the Faking Sanity group and on Instagram and here as We Are Faking Sanity.
I have the little head. She is the big head. Sorry, I just leaned back because all of a sudden my back was hurting.
And now she's got the big head.
There. Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
You're even Grover Blue. We could do the near far thing. Sorry. Grew up watching Sesame Street. Did you guys watch Sesame Street? We both did, but I watched the American version. And apparently there was French on the Canadian version.
Yeah,
and I was like, Sesame
version.
Street is English and Spanish.
No, not in Canada. It's English and French. And for a while it was like Sesame, it wasn't Sesame Street. I just heard something. It wasn't, when I was a kid it was Sesame Street, but then they like changed it to the Canadian one to, okay, I'm babbling. Don't worry about it. Anyway, we have yarn.
Yarn!
Where do you want to start?
Do you want to start with whips?
We're winging it. She usually has this like every step laid out.
Itemized.
We're winging it.
Not only which sections, but what, like every pattern, which order they go in and everything. So.
Yeah, so we're going to wing it today.
Okay.
And I'll stop saying that. You can,
whips.
Show your whip.
Okay. Do I have to do wings for winging it?
Oh my goodness.
Hi. So my main whip is my Katie shawl. So this is section 4 here, and I love the way it looks in this. And here I realized I wouldn't have run out of the pink and orange if I hadn't shortened it to 3 sections. Based on the amount I have left, just given my gauge, it would have been fine.
I think
but
it looks good.
I didn't want to risk it. Also, I just realized this week that this second section was supposed to be black with the pink in the middle, and I forgot to reverse it. Yeah.
Are you sure?
I think so. Anyway, I like it like this, especially with just the 3 sections. I think it adds that super bright pop. So that's my Katie shawl so far. It's nearly done. I will definitely finish it this week. I have had a hard time focusing this week. Everything's been about yarn. And
but not necessarily, knitting it.
Yeah,
just buying it.
Like, I'd knit a row on this and then be like, what next? And I'd knit a row on something else.
She braided her ends so they wouldn't get in the way. I didn't do that.
Doesn't everybody do that?
I'm actually going to be evil and not talk about my whip first, but talk about my FO first.
But you can talk about your Katie shawl.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Sorry, yes,
sorry.
You've been
this
distracted.
is the Katie shawl.
We're both distracted.
This is the Katie shawl. The design is by the Stitchin' Sisters, Cozy Up Designs. You can get it on Ravelry. And the yarn is Knit Picks Stroll for the black. And it is Faking Sanity Fixation for the pink and orange. And that colorway is Oranges Are Not the Only Fruit. And that's kind of a close-up of the color there. It's got bright oranges and pinks. So I love how it looks. Somebody asked me at the store this week if I was going to sell this or gift it or keep it or whatever. And I was like, well, I'll not sell it for sure. Might be a shop sample for a while. I love how it looks. It's a little bright for me, so it might be a gift. So.
Brighten up. You can. You have a lot. Okay, I have an FO.
It's a Katie shawl.
I finished casting off last night. Mine, it's a little different because my yarns were, I ran out and stuff. So, yeah.
You actually had some left, but you were afraid of running out.
Yeah, no, yeah. Anyway, it has 6 colors. So it's actually got like 6 of these and then 6 of these and 6 of these. So yeah, I was running out of the gray.
You might want to bring it closer so the colors show.
I will. See? Oh, that. Okay, so the colors are the Nikkislipp silk something. I have it. I wrote it down.
You cheated and brought a book. You said we were winging it.
I wrote down my stuff.
She cheated.
Silk Merino Gradient Set by Nikkislipp, who is on Etsy. And this colorway that goes from the like orange through the red and purple to the blue is Gazing at the Heavens. And I really like it.
That's really nice.
It's cool because it's a gradient set, but they're not, like they're semi, I don't know. I can't talk. They're not like solid colors. They are
semi-solid.
Well, yeah, but I don't know. They're even more kind of variegated than a lot of semi-solids. Anyway, and the gray is Fearless Fibres Merino Tencel sock in Illusion.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm not technically finished as I have a few ends to weave in.
Whips to weave in.
No, ends to weave in.
You were whipping me with it.
Oh, okay. She's weird.
Or you could have a fringe. Fringe is
no,
so you.
Fringe is evil. Evil fringe.
It looks really nice.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I'm really excited about it.
Yeah. I really like the I-cord edge too.
I really like the I-cord edge.
Yeah.
It's awesome. It's warm. It's actually warm here right now. So I'm not going to wear it, but
something in my hair.
It's lovely. It's just the gray.
No, I swear I have something.
I need a haircut. Okay, that's my
curving on a podcast. That's what you do.
Well, hey,
right?
at least I'm not yawning.
Yes.
Or burping.
I appreciate both of those.
Yeah. So you have a finished object, and I have a whip. So we're just going all over the place. This is finished.
Oh well, okay. Winging it. I have finished spinning. So I didn't show this last week because it was in the middle of a plying job.
You showed it.
I showed it 2 podcasts.
Oh, okay. I was like, you showed it.
So it is Heavenly Wool's Haunui, of course, fine Haunui, in the opera colorway, dyed over the dark gray, and it's got greens and plums and purples. And I did a 2-ply of this, pretty loose ply. I mean, and this one is headed to the shop. I think I do love it, but I need some more yarns for the shop. I haven't focused on anything, including spinning, so there hasn't been lots of extra stuff to head to the shop this week. So this will be heading to the hand-spun basket at the store when we reopen with all the extra yarns. So,
very cool.
And I love it. I love the Haunui. Have I mentioned that? I love Haunui. It's so soft and squishy. And
yeah. You've mentioned it a few times.
Squish, squish. Sorry. And Kate's colors are beautiful.
Yes.
She's fabulous.
They really are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, just look at that.
Beep, 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 beep.
Bitty.
2 thumbs up.
4 thumbs up.
Oh, okay. I was like, I don't have a whip at all, and because I've been knitting very monogamously on this, but then last night I finished casting off, so I was like, oh,
I was going to ask you today what you worked on this morning.
I worked on
my socks.
So I was here.
Yeah, you were just past the heel, I think.
So I got that much done last night, which was wonderful. I watched some TV, or I think I actually ended up watching our podcast, which is bizarre because I went to look up when I finished a project, like when I put it on here as a finished object, because I hadn't recorded it on Ravelry, and I'm trying to do the project challenge on Ravelry.
Yeah.
Because a challenge is always good for me.
Yeah. You should record stuff on Ravelry. It's got this handy feature of
I'm
project
so bad
pages
at Ravelry. I'm bad at Ravelry. I'm bad at the
dates.
internet. I'm bad at the internet where I have to interact.
Yeah.
I read a lot.
Yeah.
I watch a lot. I'm really bad. So if you ever like comment to me or, send me a message, someone sent me a message and it took me 2 weeks to respond.
Yesterday, she was like, I have messages on Ravelry and some of them are 2 weeks old.
I just had one message. The rest were like people had added me as a friend. So, Hi. I'm friendly. I'm just not talkative.
She's not friendly.
I was going to say, actually, I'm not that talkative online, but she's mean. I'm making her socks, and she's insulting me. Okay.
No, I love the socks. They're pretty. You're very friendly.
My pretty socks. She's leaning on me. It's really bizarre. It's like we're sitting on a couch instead of our own chairs, and we're like,
yeah, couch is slope.
That's your thigh.
It is.
We're touching. Okay. Anyway, This sock is out of Faking Sanity Fixation yarn in Pride and Prejudice and Zombies, and I have shown it so many times on this podcast, but I will finish it soon. She has to try it on to tell me how much longer to go.
Yeah.
Because her feet aren't the same length. Anyway, so it's gray
That's normal,
and white.
right?
It totally is. Yeah.
Everybody has different length feet, except mine are
Yours is
substantially different.
yeah.
Like I wear 2 different size shoes.
Yeah. Mine are a little bit different. Like I have one bigger foot and stuff.
Yeah.
I have one bigger boob as well. But I think that's pretty
Things
normal.
you needed to know. Yeah, it is.
Okay. Yeah, and it's got little green and like purpley red speckles, and it's fabulous. It's a really great yarn.
Blood and guts from the
I know. I'm
zombies.
like it's our yarn, but
we're excited about it
base.
because we like it.
It's a great base.
It's so plump and squishy.
Yeah, and it's got it's just a plain 3x1 rib with a sweet tomato heel by Cat Bordhi.
Which I love. Looks weird. You can't
Looks
fold
like-
the socks normally because
Yeah, so when you fold it, it looks like this. Oh, sorry, my end.
but it fits so nice. Like
It doesn't fit me
Look
at
at
all.
how round that is.
Yeah.
My heel is very round, and that is a perfect shape
No.
for my heel.
My foot isn't shaped like that. See? Sorry, that didn't
What
work
socks
very
are you
well.
wearing?
Oh, I am wearing Hermione's everyday.
Oh, yeah.
Should I take off my sock and show it?
No.
Oh,
No!
Yes.
No!
My feet are clean, I promise. Hey. Okay. They're they're a little
Fuzzy.
yeah, fuzzy. Hermione's everyday, whatever they're called, socks by whoever that's by. Everyone knows it. I wasn't planning on taking off my sock.
I wasn't planning on you taking off your
in
socks.
Nitpicks Hawthorne, and I just did a really short little one.
And that's the Irvington,
And
right?
yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
And it looks really weird because I've been wearing it, so it's kind of
Fuzzy, because you have
relaxed.
she has sandpaper
No,
hands
it's
and
just
sandpaper
relaxed.
feet.
As soon as I wash it, it kind of scorch it up to this size. But
Scrooches?
yes.
She mocks me for making up words, and then she scrooches.
Yeah. So, okay. That's our like actual knitting
Oh,
content.
no, I've got more knitting.
Oh yeah, you said you had nothing.
I forgot.
You have
I
lots
have
of
2
stuff.
more. So
Well,
I
fine.
showed this cowl last week. It is now done. I just have to bind off. I finished the
Really?
last row this morning. Yeah.
Oh.
I might add an extra repeat because I've got enough yarn.
Oh yeah, you still have lots.
Because it was 100 gram skein, which is what it called for. But
I would try it on, but that would rip it off the needles.
yeah. But it looks really nice. Just a little medallion lace, and it kind of gets bigger at the bottom. I don't know if I can hold this without it falling here. But so it kind of widens at the bottom, so it sits better on your décolletage.
Okay.
So it sits better on your collarbone. But yeah, I
That's
think
not your décolletage.
this is.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, yeah, I really like it. I like the yarn. It's super, it's super smooth and it's soft. And she's looking up décolletage to prove me wrong.
I totally am.
Yeah. But yeah, I really like it. And I'm excited that we're getting this. We're getting this in about a dozen colors, I think, for the Pima cotton.
It's a low neckline on a woman's dress or top.
Yeah.
I was like, it shows your, yeah, anyway.
It shows your cleavage.
Yeah.
But
So that's what I thought.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyway, I love it. And yeah, I'm debating. I think I might add one more repeat since I have lots of
you have
yarn
lots.
left.
Yeah.
So. And
Though it might also make it like,
too long and funnily.
yeah.
Yeah, so
don't know.
I'm debating. I'm
Funnily.
probably gonna
You could put it on a big
put it on longer needle and try it on
and see. Yeah.
And last week I showed this and said I would finish it, and I have finished it, and I want to prove it on both sides. There are no ends. Of course, I didn't pick it up again until 10 minutes before we podcast today,
Yeah.
so I wove in the ends while Cindy added up the mileage for our cowl. So this again is the Geology Shawl by Very Busy Monkey. It is knit in Fleece Artist Double C, which is one of the new yarns we're getting in, which is super exciting. I love it. It's wool free for people who can't do wool, and it drapes like silk, and it takes colors like silk. I know this is a pretty boring color to show it off in, but I love it. So yeah,
Very you.
yeah, it is. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Excellent.
Yeah, pretty shawl. Pretty shawl.
I could show off this.
I can just block our faces and we could
Nah.
podcast like this. She's trying to bite me.
I didn't. I don't know what you're talking about. Nobody saw it. Didn't happen.
I don't like this winging it thing.
I could show this off. Yeah. Look, I did a sock.
No, she didn't.
I didn't. No. This we are getting in Opal for the store in their new elegant
really
or
like-
elegance? Elegant.
Elegant. Yeah.
And they sent a sample sock, which is so cool.
Yeah. I really like this elegant series. It's all kind of denim-y.
Yeah. No, the blue jeans is the denim.
they're all just
they're classy.
Yeah.
They look
good for guys, good for girls, good
Yeah.
for anything in between.
Yeah. So they sent us this awesome sample that we can show off people.
Yeah,
show
it's
off to
just a
people
1x1 rib sock, but
Oh.
really like it. Oh,
Okay, and along
Cindy
the top,
is thrilled
I'm
with
thrilled
the
this was
elastic
this.
at the cuff.
They just wove elastic through
Yeah.
at the cuff, and it's amazing because it's the same rib as here. I can't even show it, but anyway, so I've ordered some elastic to try it out and also to sell at the store.
I'm excited about our feet. I want our feet to show up. I
Yes, we
ordered
have-
some like feet model things to display socks on.
So I don't have to sit around with my foot up.
because that would be awkward.
But yeah, so we're getting in Opal. Well, we already had some Opal, but we're getting in more Opal.
Yeah.
And we're getting
a bunch
in,
of German sock yarns actually.
Yeah. We're getting in Austermann Step.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I really like
I think
Austermann Step.
I've mentioned it on the podcast before. We got in Austermann Step is the one that has the aloe and jojoba in it, infused in it. It lasts through like 20 or 30 washes. So while you're knitting it and while you're wearing it, it's moisturizing your hands and feet.
Yeah, it's fabulous. And then we're doing little
This is another German
mini
sock
skeins.
yarn.
Yeah, this is Rellana Flotte sock, which is it comes in some solid colors. So we are doing just little heels and toes.
Yeah, so
25 gram minis that you can do. Well, that one would not quite go, but it goes with some of the others that we have.
We've got
got all
bunch of
sorts of
different
colors. So yeah, or I guess you could pick out some minis to make stripy socks or something. But
yeah,
we were doing it because a lot of people like to do heels and toes.
we called them heels
cuffs.
and toes.
Yes,
for
I
the
wanted
Rellana
to
Flotte
call
sock.
them head and shoulders heels and toes, but she wouldn't let me.
I wouldn't.
No, because she's mean.
I am. That's me. Mean. Spoil sport.
So that's something we're getting for the store.
Yeah.
We also got some stash acquisitions for us.
We did.
And, well, this one's kind of, it's for me, but it's kind of related to something we're getting into the
Start
store.
with that one.
So, rainbow!
Cindy loves a rainbow.
I do love rainbows. Okay, so this...
Horrible crinkly plastic. You need to not crinkle it so much.
Oh, it's no big deal. Okay, so this is from Sweet Paprika. This is in their Elora base.
I love. I love Rambouillet.
Well, it's Norbouillet.
Well, it's officially Rambouillet.
Yes.
From a flock that has been bred separately so long.
It's their own.
And they call it Norbouillet.
But yeah, it's fabulous. She gets the yarn from a local flock to her and dyes it up. But yeah, and they look solid, but if you can't see.
It's a subtle tonal.
It's
hard to see
really
through the plastic.
great.
It's a really subtle tonal, but it's a beautiful yarn and a beautiful.
And it's called Rainbow Valley, which we were talking about Anne last week. Yeah. And Rainbow Valley is one of the books in the Anne of Green Gables series.
Yeah.
It's about her kids.
So, and this is related to the store and personal because this one's for Cindy specifically because she wanted a rainbow. But we are getting in Sweet Paprika at the store. So that's
not
very
this
exciting.
set, but a couple of other really cool things from her.
Not getting the Elora at all, but we've got some sets and some yarns and we're really excited.
Yeah.
She's telling the crinkle package to shush.
Yeah. Sweet Paprika is fabulous. Yeah.
And from Montreal.
Yeah, we've got quite a few dyers from Montreal now.
Yeah.
Weird. And we ordered more yarn yesterday from a BC dyer, which we're really excited about.
Do you want to say or keep that one secret?
No, you'll find out when. You'll find out next podcast, which we realize next podcast
will be the day we
are putting up yarn.
Yeah.
So
we might include a video.
Pause and do some.
Put a video up of us putting it together and scolding each other and then putting it together and then arguing about which yarn goes where.
Yeah.
Speed it up so you can see the process probably. Yeah. It'll be fun.
And we have more
yes.
More stuff for us cuz we're not getting in like a lot of yarn. We had to go buy some for us.
Yeah. We wanted to try out a bunch of indie dyers and get some cool stuff for us. So I hadn't been in the speckle frame of mind when speckles started getting big, and didn't really like them until recently when I realized some of the ones that I dislike the most in the skein are the ones I love knit up. Yeah. So I started experimenting with speckles, and I've got Sweet Skein of Mine, which is another indie dyer who's Canadian, and this is the Barnboard colorway. And look at the little sheep, so cute. And the colorway is actually really cool. So it's this light silvery gray base with sort of rusty ochres and browns and gray speckles. Yeah, it's just really nice. And it's just a merino nylon sock yarn.
It's a great base.
It's going to be fabulous. This is totally going to be socks. I'm going to have socks out of this.
And I wanted to open it up because you couldn't see a lot of the speckles when it's actually wound up.
Yeah, this one kind of shows nicely.
It's called Grey Gardens, and it's lovely. It does look quite a bit different than the picture on our Etsy shop, but I still love it. It's beautiful.
Still really nice. And there are way more speckles than shown on the outside.
And it's really, there's some sections with lots of speckles, and then some with not much. And unfortunately, when you wind it, or when you twist it up, the lots of speckles hide. But yes, it's Grey Gardens. It's really, it's a very much gray with mainly blue speckles, and then just these little bits of like yellow and red and green, and
it is nice. It does look like the base said it was gray in the description. Yeah, but it looked like a blue gray, and this is more of it's a gray, just a nice solid.
But
gray.
I really like it. So I don't want it to sound like I was disappointed or anything.
Yeah.
I'm just
really pretty and totally your colors. Like gray and blue goes with everything you wear. Yeah. Very nice.
So I have no idea what I'm going to do with it because I needed more yarn in my stash.
Of course you do.
Yeah,
me too.
We always need more yarn, right?
Love yarn.
Oh wow, that was the crappiest twisting job ever. No, I'm just gonna.
Nope, we're gonna show it.
Nope. Okay.
This is Cindy's twisted skein.
I scrunched it up.
Which tells you what I've been doing this week at the store has been winding skeins and winding skeins.
I was too. I did some lovely ones. I did the minis. I'm making minis.
You actually do really nicely at the minis.
The minis I find so much easier. Yeah. I don't know why. We have needles.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So one of the companies we're getting yarn from is Lueder. I've loved Lueder for a long time. I used to get a lot of my fiber from them, and I'm sad they've discontinued that. But part of it is they're really focusing on the spinning and weaving equipment and needles now. So they've sold the fiber side of the business. But I thought I'd try their new interchangeable sets. And so I ordered just one needle to try it out because part of what intrigued me was it's a swivel cable. So this spins. And the cable, they come in soft or firm cables, and like this is incredibly soft. Like look how it just drapes, and you can twirl it up as tiny as you want, and it doesn't kink, and it just comes back out. Like there's no folds, no kinks. And I had tried the collage needles before and wasn't super keen on the square needle tip, which I think does take some getting used to. But I'm really enjoying it this time around, especially I tried it for Magic Loop the first time, but I think I wasn't as comfortable with Magic Loop then. So I didn't love it, and I found the soft cable too soft and yet the firm cable too hard. But this time I really loved it.
Well, and their firm cable, which we also got one of to try, just in a fix circ.
Yeah.
Is a lot softer than the first time we tried it.
Yeah, maybe. Or maybe my tastes have changed.
No, it definitely was. It was quite stiff. And this is the firm cable. Yeah. But it's still
it's about comparable to our
I would say
ones or whatever. Firmness wise, it feels different. Like the material's definitely different. Yeah. But it feels it's very nice.
It's quite nice. Yeah. But
I tried these. I ordered one tip to try it on the interchangeable, and one soft cable and one firm cable. And Pam offered to send a few extra to try out so that we could have samples out. We're going to do a yarn tasting once we open up all the yarns. And and have stuff available for people to try. And I thought it'd be nice to have some of these needles out to see what people thought of them too. So she sent a couple of extra pairs. But okay, look at that color. Is that not amazing? I really love, these are their Sonics, and they're the fixed circulars. And I do love those tips.
Oh yeah.
As far as pointiness, they're about the same, like as far as the size of the tip, but the length, if I line up sort of where it goes from the full barrel to the point, the length of the taper is longer on the Sonics than it is on the square collage needles. But yeah, I'm super excited to try. I haven't tried these ones yet, but I've tried these soft ones and liked them so much. I actually asked Pam if we could include a set for myself, like a full set, just to have at home for me.
But they were back ordered.
So
next time.
I'm going to have those for myself, and then I will probably have them at the store so people can try them out more often. They are a higher price point than the knit picks we carry now, but I really love these cables.
Yeah.
And I like.
Well, and
look at that.
They're cheaper than the Addies.
They're cheaper than the Addies. They're cheaper than the Chow Goos, or comparable to the Chow Goos, that have the swivel tip like this. And I think that's probably my favorite thing of these is the swivel.
The swivel.
Especially for the magic loop, the swivel's amazing. So, yeah. I still prefer a round needle to a square one at this point, but people say there's a bit of a learning curve to get used to it. My biggest thing is just that I prefer a really pointy tip, and these are a little bit less pointy than I like. People complain about like either the Knit Picks metal or the Haya Sharps being a little too sharp. And like like you can poke a hole in your finger, and I can do that too, but I actually like them that sharp for everything, always. So, and the material of the collage is a little less slick than the
that might
Knit Picks
be,
ones.
But it's the only thing I don't like about them, because I really need the slick.
Yeah, it's not draggy though. Like it's definitely not as slick as the Sonics, but pretty close. If you've tried the carbon needles from Knitter's Pride, they're
kind of like that.
Kind of comparable to that. Like maybe a little less drag than the carbons, but more than the Sonics or the Knit Picks metal ones. But I think it's a good. I think it's a good
really cool
in between, especially if you're knitting like at a really loose gauge or with
they'd be terrible
silk or
for something
bamboo,
like
something like that, where it's easy to slip needles off the tip. So anyway,
slip
I'm excited.
Needles off the tip.
Slip stitches off the tip.
Okay,
I can talk.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm really excited about these. I could babble for a while, but I'm going to stop now, even though I don't have a list that tells me what's next.
Well, I will talk about the Knit the Alaska Highway Cal. Mal.
Okay.
Thing.
Cal, Mal, Sal. Wow.
Make along.
Wow. I'm going to drink some Coke.
We haven't mentioned it lately, but we are doing a make along. So knitting, spinning, weaving, crocheting. I did cross stitch.
Yeah. Anything where you can count yardage for your yarn.
Yeah. And we are seeing how far we can go up the Alaska Highway, which we're the beginning of. And okay, so we got a long ways since the last time we mentioned. Okay, so we are at 170,370.42 meters, which is 37 kilometers, or 105.86 miles. Wow.
Yeah.
We were at I can't even remember what we were at last time.
We were
because we
just
mentioned
past,
it.
Yeah, we were just past Port St. John.
Yeah. Okay. So we passed 101, which it's spelled WONOWON, but it was called that because it was mile 101 on the Alaska Highway. And we used to do everything in miles, but now we're metric. Not that we do everything in kilometers is pretty common, but we were just discussing how she does grams and yards, and I do grams and meters, and except that our heights and weights we wouldn't know in metric if. Yeah, no, not a clue.
Not a clue.
I'm 5'4".
Yeah.
You don't need to know how many pounds. Anyway.
Short.
I'm short. Whatever. So, 101 was at kilometer 162. So, Oh, and if you want to know a little bit about it, apparently it used to be known as Blueberry.
Blueberry Hill.
Nope, just Blueberry.
Just Blueberry?
And it was a site of a traffic-controlled gate during World War II.
Blueberry Hill is a song.
Yeah. Yeah. So...
Now I've got Fats Dominoes in my head.
Okay. So our...
Blueberry Hill.
Yeah. Our,
No script, guys. Sorry.
We always talk like this, even if we have a script. Okay. So our next...
Milestone?
Milestone. Thanks. Kilometer stone is Pink Mountain.
Kilometer stone just makes me cringe.
It's a milestone.
Yeah.
It's Pink Mountain. It's at kilometer 226. So we've got 56 kilometers to go, which apparently won't take us very long.
No.
But it is the site of the Buffalo Inn, which is apparently the only pub between Fort St. John and Fort Nelson.
I love that that's the information they give about
that
this
is the
town.
kind of... I don't even know if Pink Mountain is a town.
Or truck stop or whatever.
Yeah, this inn. Yeah, that's the kind of thing that you need to know when you're driving the Alaska Highway. Yeah. So, woot! So, yeah, when we hit Pink Mountain, we're going to do a draw of everyone who's contributed. Oh, you can contribute on our Ravelry group.
Which is Faking Sanity.
Yeah.
If you haven't joined, feel free to join. Introduce yourself. Post on the
and she'll be really good about replying, and I won't. Sorry, I suck. Yeah, I'll try to get better. No, I'll try. It won't happen.
But you get a lot more knitting done than I do because I
that is
spend
true.
a lot of time on Ravelry.
You do, whereas I sit and knit and watch things or listen to audiobooks. Yeah. Which that sounds like a good segue to Culture Consumed.
So is that the end of our... Yeah, I guess that really is the end of our knitting content. So if you are here just for that, we thank you for joining us and putting up with the extra crazy today. And
it wasn't any extra crazy.
No. It felt extra crazy.
We're always crazy.
Okay. It wasn't extra crazy at all.
Nope.
Thanks for joining us. If you've been here before, thanks for coming back. And we're going to finish off with our Culture Consumed segment. So that's all the stuff we've been reading and watching and
listening to.
Otherwise consuming over the past 2 weeks. And then at the end, we'll probably add a couple of pictures of the mountain of yarn boxes that we're staring at. So, and then,
Doesn't look very mountainy.
It looks like a Dawson Creek mountain.
We're in a bit of a valley, but we're basically plains, right? Like, if you know anything about Canada geography, just imagine the plains, and that's us, but we're in BC. But there is one mountain that I'm looking at right now. Yeah, it's called Bear Mountain. B-E-A-R. But we all growing up here, she didn't grow up here, but everyone that I grew up with called it Bear, B-A-R-E, Hill. It's our ski hill. It's very sad.
It's the same size as the hill behind my house at home.
It is not. When you actually get up there, it is not that small. It's not.
It's the same size as the hill behind my house.
Anyway, we're pretty plainy.
I mean, we had a pretty big hill behind my house. We used to drag the trails and have a four-wheeler to draw ourselves back up. You couldn't just, do a snowplow and walk up the hill. It was too long. It was a long hill.
Yeah, I know it doesn't look like much from here, but you should not denigrate it until you actually go up to the ski hill.
I've been up there. I just haven't skied on it.
When have you been to the ski hill?
I don't remember. With Brian?
Why?
I don't know.
Anyway. She's evil.
I'm not evil.
This is my home. It's her home now, too.
Yeah, Dawson's home.
Yeah.
Dawson's home.
Yep. Because we're stuck here because we have a business. Okay, Culture Consumed.
Culture Consumed. I started reading Geek Mafia and put it down.
By who?
And, I'm going to be bad. I'm going to have to put that in the show notes. I didn't bring my book today. And it just wasn't catching my eye. And I looked at the TJ and Amal book that I had been reading, and a half hour and I'd probably be done, but I just wasn't in the mood. So I instead was thinking about we got this beautiful Jane Austen, complete collection with gold gilt pages, and it was just beautiful. And I thought, that sounds like fun. So
instead of reading a Jane Austen.
Because I wanted to knit, I did want to continue knitting. I watched the Lizzie Bennet Diaries, which was a project of Hank Green's back when they were doing Vlogbrothers, I think.
Well, he was involved with it. Yeah.
But it's fabulous. If you haven't seen them yet, if you're a Jane Austen fan, you should totally check them out. It's the Lizzie Bennet Diaries on YouTube, and it's a modern adaptation of Pride and Prejudice. Basically done in a video blog or video diary format from Lizzie's perspective, or Elizabeth Bennet's. And yeah, it's really cool, and I love the actress who plays Lizzie, and I love the actor who plays Darcy, and it's just a really fun format.
It was the start of one of the first of the big adaptions done as web series, and there's been thousands now.
Oh yeah,
I've watched a very good Anne of Green Gables one.
I was gonna say, and they talk in the show that, like in the Lizzie Bennet Diaries, they talk about Darcy's company Pemberley Digital, and they actually created a YouTube channel called Pemberley Digital that has been the home of a lot of these adaptations since then.
A few. So. Yeah, like they did an Emma adaptation, which was good, but it was Emma, which is my least favorite.
Yeah, Emma
Austen. Yeah.
Pride and Prejudice is probably my favorite, so I think that's why I liked the Lizzie Bennet Diaries the best. Yeah. But anyway,
I really like those.
I've been rewatching those, which has been a lot of fun.
They're fun.
Yeah.
I watched two very different things about the French court. So, not about the French court, set in the French court. So, one of them is called Reign, and it is Mary Queen of Scots was she went to the French court when she was 16 to marry the Dauphin, the son of the King of France. So it's set in like 1540-ish. I'm not good at dates. Ish. Except that, so it's the French court done by the CW. So
say who that is in case people don't know.
Well, I was going to say.
Oh, okay.
So, if you know anything about American TV, the CW is basically the teen network. It plays Supernatural, and, well, it played Gilmore Girls and Buffy and every teen drama you can think of. So...
Saturday Night Lights?
It's Friday
Night Lights. Sorry.
No, I don't think so. Because that's not really it's kind of a teen drama, but not
totally a teen drama.
You watch like one episode.
No, you bought me this.
Anyway. So yeah, it's hilarious. It's not historically accurate, but that's okay because it has Megan Follows as Catherine de Medici, which is amazing. So we were talking about Megan Follows last week as being the best Anne of Green Gables ever.
She is.
And
Megan Follows is
she is such a good Catherine. Catherine de Medici was an actual historical character. And she's Queen of France and related to those Medicis, if you know anything about history. And she also basically mothered 3 kings of France. But yeah, so she's basically playing the Mary Queen of Scots' prospective mother-in-law, and it's hilarious. It's beautiful. The scenery, the costumes,
would be amazing.
Fabulous. It doesn't really matter that it's not all that historically accurate because it's fun to watch. They created a character, He's fabulous. But yeah, and so it's based on, Mary and her 4 ladies in waiting. They're all Scots and they go to the French court. Except that in reality, her 4 ladies in waiting were all named Mary as well. Luckily, they didn't try to do that as a TV show because that would have been really confusing.
Might have been hard to follow.
They gave them kind of really modern names. But yeah. It's really fun. It's crazy. It's a teen drama set in the 1540s-ish. I'm not positive on the date, so... Okay, and then the other one I watched last night is a movie called A Little Chaos, directed by Alan Rickman.
Ooh.
And starring, well, I mean, kind of starring Alan Rickman, but so he plays Louis XIV, the Sun King. He's the King of France who moved the court to Versailles and built Versailles.
Okay.
So the movie is about this woman, played by Kate Winslet, who was fabulous, who gets a job basically designing one of the gardens at Versailles. Like, there is massive gardens. Anyway, it's not at all historically, it's not they built all the gardens of Versailles, but her character is not a historical character at all. But yeah, it was very pretty.
All historical dramas are pretty.
And it was fabulously acted because, Alan Rickman, Kate Winslet, and the guy who played the main male character, whose name I can't remember, were all excellent. And it had, like, Stanley Tucci and Rupert Henry Jones. Yeah. And, yeah.
Why do I know that name?
Because I made you watch a few things with him.
4 Weddings and a Funeral?
No.
What's he in?
I don't know.
Okay.
Don't remember. Were you thinking Hugh Grant?
No, I was thinking the tall guy.
John Hannah.
Oh, yeah. No, but that's not him.
Yeah, not him at all.
Yep.
But anyway, this is how we talk about movies. Anyway, the acting was amazing. It was beautiful. The plot was kind of meh. But it was another neat one. It was set in the French court. So, cool. Yeah.
I have been mostly watching stuff. Everything I've tried to read just hasn't caught my eye.
It's been one of those weeks.
Yeah. Even knitting. I flitted between projects all week. Actually, for the past 2 weeks. So, but I started watching this morning P.K. Subban documentary called Skate Past the Noise. And if you've been with us for a while, you know we're big hockey fans. And I'm a Habs fan, although I haven't watched much hockey this year because that's been depressing. But it was fun to see the documentary on PK. I love him. Yeah. Regardless of what you think of the trade, it's a really fun documentary so far. And
we're about halfway through.
Yeah. And I also watched the end of Star Trek Discovery, which was awesome. Yeah, I really we had a customer come in this last week and he's like, oh, how far are you? And I said, 4 or 5 episodes. And he was like, oh, so you don't know about, let me know when you finish it. And I was like, okay. And he's like, I never saw it coming. It was such a huge shock. And I got to the end and I was like, or a couple of episodes from the end, I'm like, okay, so this must be the big shocker he thought about. And I was like, but it's not really a shocker. You kind of saw it coming. But I really enjoyed it. It's really well acted, and I mean, it's Star Trek, and it's very Star Trek-y in some ways, but very non-Star Trek-y in others, so it's been a lot of fun. So now I'm sad, though, because I'm all out.
Well, we got 2 recommendations from, I don't remember, the message that was left on my Ravelry like 2 weeks ago that I finally responded to yesterday. Was suggestions. One was Farscape. So I said, well.
Excellent. Love Ben Browder.
Yeah.
Are you impressed?
I am very impressed. I've only watched about a season, and you've watched 4 or 5? Or did you finish
Farscape?
Yeah. I didn't finish it, did you?
I got to season, there were 8, right?
7, maybe?
Okay, if there were 7, I got to 6, because I watched part of the last season.
And then there's a movie. Anyway, Farscape is fabulous. If you've never heard of it, look it up. It is not at all like Star Trek.
No.
But it's really fun, and it's got Muppets. Anyway.
It's got a Muppet. Rigel's a Muppet.
No, Pilot is a Muppet.
Oh.
And anyway,
Rigel looks like a Muppet. Yeah. Pilot looks like a puppet of sort. But
anyway,
yeah,
it's fabulous. We're making it sound so bad.
It's a space opera.
Yeah.
The ship is a living ship. Mm-hmm. A scientist on Earth is doing this experimental test flight thing and gets basically shot
to a different
galaxy because of weird physics. So which they don't totally cover in detail because they, it's science-y, believe us kind of explanation. but then it's basically he's in this brand new place and everything's different and he has to learn to acclimate and he's trying to figure out how to get home and all this stuff, but he's caught in the middle of basically a war.
Yes.
On a no, I'm not going to say what I was going to say because if you haven't seen it, it could spoil some things. But
it's fabulous. Anyway,
it's really good.
And then
the actors are amazing.
Yes, yes. Ben Browder, Claudia Black.
Oh, and the girl plays Song.
Don't know. Song. It's been a long time since we watched
She's
it.
a 7th level pop. Ooh.
Anyway, and then the other recommendation was Orville, which is apparently a new comedy drama, basically kind of mocking. Well, not quite mocking. No, having fun with Star Trek.
Oh.
Well, having fun with the Star Trek idea. So anyway, it is apparently about...
I love a good farce.
Well, it's not quite a farce. Like, I was reading some reviews of it, and a lot of people said... Well, a lot of the critics said they didn't really... That they didn't know... The show didn't quite know where it was trying to do, if it was supposed to be comedy or drama or whatever. But anyway, it looks fabulous. It's the Orville, and it's by Seth MacFarlane.
Oh. Where is it on?
It's on Fox. So up here it's on City TV, but I checked and it's not on their website right now, and it's not in any of our streaming things. So I'm sure we'll be able to find it. Yeah. So I thought it sounded good to me, and I thought you'd really like it.
Yeah.
So,
now I want to watch Farscape again.
Oh well, watch Farscape.
I know we have it.
We have it.
Yeah.
And so the other thing I listened to, well, I've been listening to a few audiobooks this week. But I really, really enjoyed As You Wish by Carrie Elwes, who is best known as Wesley from The Princess Bride. And it is his memoirs at like the 25-year mark of Princess Bride being out. His memoirs about the making of the movie. And it was really cool because the audiobook was read by him, and in the actual book there was some interviews with a bunch of the other actors and crew, and like Rob Reiner and William Golding, who wrote the book it's based on. And so on the audiobook they read their parts. It was really good.
I'm not a Princess Bride fan.
Oh, she's so sad. Princess Bride is fabulous. And it was all about just how wonderful everyone was. Like, it was just, it sounded like they had a really, really good time making it. There was no backbiting or anything. And basically everyone adored Andre the Giant. That's what I got out of it.
He was a really nice guy.
Yeah. So it was fabulous. And then I've just been reading listening to some other history audiobooks. So, reading a history of the Ukraine, of Ukraine right now, which... Oh, I just dropped a stitch.
Yeah, that's why I put my knitting down. I was like, I got to the lace panel, and I was like, it's simple lace, but it's hard to either look at you or the camera and knit lace at the same time.
Whee!
We're apparently bouncing.
Sorry. I'm warm.
Me too.
It's really warm in here.
Shall we show you some yarny stuff?
Yeah. Do you think you can get your...
No, let's pause it, and then I'll start a new...
Okay. Oh, but that'll show the...
Yeah, no, let's pause it.
No!
Oh.
Can you see?
Yeah. So that's some of the yarn we have at Cindy's mom's place.
Hi. I'm such a pain.
She is. You can believe that.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. That's some of the yarn we've got here. There's more at the store. There's more in my living room. I've been scanning up yarn for dyeing.
Yeah.
So,
oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, and my order...
Merino bamboo something nylon.
Yeah, merino bamboo nylon. Mm-hmm. It's a nice sock yarn. It's a really nice one for getting a nice soft heathered look. So that'll be the first stuff I dye for the store. And I'm really excited because my new order shipped from the UK.
Yes.
So, sorry, and my voice is going gravelly. I don't know why.
Yeah, because we've been talking too much.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Yeah.
So I think we'll make it a fast episode and...
Well, not really fast. Is that like 50 minutes?
Oh, faster than it has been.
Yeah.
I'm sad we're not at the retreat this weekend.
There's
Hippie Strings is having a retreat, and it sounds like I've seen a couple of pictures and videos, and it sounds like they've been having a lot of fun.
A video of dancing.
Yeah. That was hysterical.
Yeah. Yes. I wish we could be there.
Yeah.
But we had to work yesterday.
Yeah. So I've just been dreaming. I haven't been knitting at all. Well, very little, because I should have finished at least 2 of those projects. But I've been dreaming about what to knit next.
I know!
With all our new yarns. I'm like, oh, that yarn would be perfect for this. And, ooh, this new pattern. Oh, did I show you? Ellie of Skein Knits put out her first sweater pattern. It's called Blåfjell. It's gorgeous.
Cool.
Yeah. And then she had mentioned another podcaster recently that talks about Norwegian yarns, and it's Paper Tiger. And she's from Montreal, but lived in Norway, so she talks about Norwegian yarns, and she talks about the different types of yarns, and like she talks about what she loves about them and what they're good for, and she's a designer out of Montreal, and it was really
very cool.
Yeah, really cool. It was really interesting too to see the difference in pronunciation, because I think she lived further north in Norway, and Ellie's always talking about her weird dialect, but it's the only Norwegian accent that I hear. But it was kind of cool hearing like differences of how they said Fritidsgarn or stuff like that. So yeah, I'm fascinated by language. I'm a geek. I took Greek and Hebrew? Extra languages for fun. So
yes,
yeah.
I just took Latin. Yeah, and reading French. I can read it. Well, no, I probably can't anymore. I can read cereal box French. I cannot speak it. Yeah.
Cereal box French, is it?
It is. A lot of Canadians know like the French for free and vitamins and minerals and the numbers. And truthfully, I could probably read ingredients in French on most things. Yeah. Possibly I'm just strange because whenever I am sitting not doing something,
of it, right?
Well, and also whenever I am sitting not doing something, I have to read whatever is in front of me.
That's true.
So many people come into the store and they'll ask a question. I'm like, oh yeah, like the sign says.
She's rude.
Whatever. Shut up. Like people don't read signs, and whereas if there's reading near me, if there's a sign on
the door, she won't pull on the door until she's read all the signs.
I read everything that's near me. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
I just do. So yes, that's how I learned French as a child, even though my dad spoke it as a first language.
Yeah.
But he never taught us at all. He never spoke it except when on the phone to his mom.
Yeah.
And my mom could not speak French.
And yet your granny was pretty interested in practicing her French when I came up. So it's weird that she never did with any of you guys.
I mean, she was thrilled when I did good in French in school, but anyway, you don't need to know this about us.
Canada's bilingual.
Yeah, kind of.
Officially.
Officially, yes, totally. Western Canada is pretty not. Except for there are little communities in like northern Alberta and that are completely French, just because all the French settlers went there together and had their little community, and yeah. But then again, there's communities all over the prairies that have there's the German communities, there's the Ukrainian communities, and then now the big cities have huge Asian communities, and yeah, it's great. I'm all for getting Canada more multicultural. I mean, yes. The big cities are very multicultural. The little towns in the middle of nowhere,
not so much. Yeah,
we're working on it.
The nice thing about multicultural in the cities is you get
food. It's all about the food.
It's all about the food.
It's all about the food.
You know those jokes about the way to a man's stomach? Yeah, no. Not just men. I loved Montreal. I feel like Lebanese. Let's go down to Barrie, and I feel like whatever Italian. There was an authentic restaurant of any nationality you wanted within 20 minutes. It was fabulous.
There Ukrainian?
I'm sure there was.
See, because
I don't know that I ever went for it, but
yeah. See, I ate a lot of Ukrainian growing up because Edmonton has a very large Ukrainian population. Pierogies. Sorry. Now we've just come on completely off the plot.
Yeah. Let's call it a day.
Okay. I was like, is there anything else we can talk about?
No, let's call it a day. Cindy hasn't killed her mom's plants yet while she's house sitting.
No.
So that's...
The Christmas cactus is in bloom because Dawson Creek. I don't know.
Well, we still have loads of snow.
Well, and the last time it bloomed in like October.
Yeah.
And then in March, because, Christmas cactuses. And I haven't killed it. I'm very shocked.
So impressed.
She also has a poinsettia. I don't know how well that's...
Terry, one of your plants looks good.
Oh, She said it would be fine if I killed the poinsettia. Because, you know, it's surprising she hasn't killed the poinsettia yet. Luckily she has less plants than the last time she went away.
Yeah.
I'm terrible. I'm a really bad house sitter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe we can convince her not to go away next year because she
I
wouldn't
don't
have
think
any
that's going to
plants
happen.
left. She doesn't need a vacation in the south. She can just stay here. We've got beautiful snow and muck.
Yeah, snow and muck.
Saw a thing
Snow
this morning that was
mold.
like the five stages of winter: denial, anger, you know, and then the fifth one was April.
That's so true.
Yeah. Yeah. We've got enough heat right now that the snow is melting, so we get huge problems with snow mold, and it makes everything miserable.
Yeah,
for
we
the
have
first
allergies.
month after everything melts.
Yeah.
And
plus it smells like, never mind, sorry. It smells bad.
Yeah.
And my friends who live down in the Vancouver area are posting beautiful pictures of flowers.
yeah, we don't have
And-
flowers yet.
No, we have a lot of snow.
Yeah. We're staring out the window here. There is like a 5-foot snowbank on this side of the road, all along the road, and about 3 or 4 feet in the yard.
I can actually show it.
So yeah,
Should I show it?
that's boring.
Oh, it's snow. Maybe some people who watch don't live places where there's lots of snow. Whoa! I'm not knocking cups off things onto my mum's white carpet.
See what you're showing? Are you showing anything other than
Yeah,
lines?
I'm like poking my head in the corner. See, snow. It's really ugly snow because it's melting. But yeah, this is it melting. You know, so there's about 4 feet. That's the school across from my mum's house. Hi. Okay, sorry. Hello.
Ah!
Okay,
Don't like it just pointing at me.
get back in the frame. You're like, okay,
Ciao.
yeah, we'll let you go.
See ya next time.
Bye.